Thank you so much, everyone. And we'd love to thank, first of all, the organizer, NEX team, and Rudy, Eustace, and all the team here. You know, it's like an iceberg. You only see the surface, but there's a lot of things behind the scenes. There's an interesting number I did before I came here. You know how much % chance we are meeting here, guys? Give me a guess. Come on. What's the percentage of chance that we'll be here meeting each other? Anyone? Okay, so it's 0.0000901%. So literally, our meeting here is a miracle, guys. Can we please high five to your neighbor and say, I'm glad I meet you here, because it's a miracle. Find anyone to high five. That's awesome. Well, a little bit introduction, guys. Very happy, I love that. Yeah, so 17 is an interesting number. And about 17 years ago, I met someone. We were on the same picture as you will see on the screen. Can you tell this guy? Who is this guy? Yeah, he's right there. So about 17 years ago, went to this event. We were in the picture. I want to bring out Rudy's face here. Sorry, Rudy. Don't get offended. Look at his smile, right? Beautiful, big smile, authentic. You know, in 2011, there's a TED Talk by a guy called Ron. There's 6.5 million views. And he talked about when they look at the yearbook about those people, they did the research about successful people. And one of the guys is Obama, President Obama. You know, before I met Rudy again, I always align him with President Obama. I don't know why, guys, no reason. Probably because of the smile. And that speech said about how magical a smile can be, because it brings a lot of authenticity, power, trust, a lot of things, guys. So again, I would encourage you to smile to someone next to you and high five again. Say, you look great. Awesome. How great is that, guys? 17 is also a great, interesting number because Eustace, we knew each other only for a short time, but we have something in common. You know, as you can see, we started our career both at the age of 17. I graduated from university when I was 17. When I was traveling and attending those kind of network conferences, people look at me, are you from high school? Why are you here? It's like, yeah, awkwardness. And next. But 17 is good, guys. Many people start at the age of 17, 16, and 18. As you can tell, Justin Bieber and Bill Gates, they started at the age of 16. And we have also Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, and the famous Eustace, right? We started at the age of 18. Anyone here start early? Hands up. Yeah, we got pretty much many of you guys. So age is not a problem. We have something in common, guys, which brings me to this topic. But before I bring the topic, I want to say a little bit about Mandy. Mandy and I, we had something that's very different, of course, because we're in the different generations. And it's fascinating. I just realized I'm not in the same generation as Mandy, because I thought I'm an old soul. I'm always a mixed breed with baby boomers plus Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z. I think that's me. But I realized I'm millennials. I'm actually Gen Y. I don't know why they gave these names, but very fancy. But that's not what I want to focus, guys. Mandy and I have something different, but we also have something in common. Both of us, we are female leaders and work with the big organizations, and we are one of the few female leaders, especially in this industry. And we manage a lot of people, right? We got our female power there. The most important is that we are all humans. And that is the topic I want to talk about today, because there's so many things you want to take away. But I want you to only remember that. Can you say to each other, we are all humans? Laughing. I'm not telling the lies, we're all humans. And if you don't want to forget about it, remember WAH, W-A-H, we are all humans, WAH. All right. A little bit about my family. As you can see, this is my husband, handsome Luke. I got 2 kids. One is 10, one is 5. A little bit about why Luke has no hair stuff. So 10 years ago, we moved from Hong Kong to Melbourne, and I got an amazing friend who is 40 years older than me. He's very experienced. He gave me a sincere advice in my life before I moved. He says 3 words: watch your waist. I said, what do you mean, watch my waist? And then I realized, anyway, we don't want to deep dive that too much, but he didn't remind me, watch his hair. When we moved to Melbourne, he has a bunch of hair, and they decided to shave them all. And I think it's a trend in Australia. No offense, the scientific research says actually we don't mind about no hair. Actually, they look pretty cute and very popular nowadays. So yeah, so this is my family. I had a beautiful family. Next. A little bit about my professional life. In short, I'm a founder of Signature Global Network. We have 3 brands. One is the one we just introduced, Signature Growth Academy. We do education, mentorship, coaching, and we also have the SGN is a network that we're running, very much focused on leaders and bring up the logistics guys to be the top of the world. And we have the Joyful Leader in You, which is a publishing. We focus on helping you guys publish a book, because I have already published, I would say, 3 books, and we have another one coming soon in next month, I would say. So that's me. Before I take you to the nuggets about the leadership golden rules that I have learned, I want to give you a little bit background about why I'm here talking about this, why you should listen to me. In fact, I am, as I said, mixed breed with different, generations, I would say. But I am also a leader. People that I have managed, they are 30 years older than me, 20 years older than me, and some of them are 10 years younger than me. So there's no barrier between ages. That's not the thing we need to focus. And I wanted to talk about the number 1, the golden rule that I believe it's very important. I want to share a story about when I was 9 years old. I was left home, right? I think my parents were baby boomers. They're always not home, just myself. It's another day. I didn't have food to eat. I was really hungry. I was sitting there. We live on this place. We have lots of neighbors. I don't think we have this nowadays, but back then you have neighborhood very close to each other. And it comes to 6:30. I was so hungry. They're still not home. We don't have this mobile phone you can call your parents back then. Okay, I was like, I couldn't wait. When can I see my parents? And I was sitting there really upset and saw this family next door, the kids, the same age as me. She has everything, got all of this fancy food, and I smelled all this food. I'm like, the more you smell it, the more you feel hungry. And I was like, and I had to really put down my pride. I decided to open the gate, and I sit near my door and just wait there to get their attention, because then they will pay attention to me. Oh, hey, what's wrong? Where's your parents? They're at work. Are you hungry? Have you had dinner yet? I say, no. Do you want to come and join us? I pause for a little bit. As human beings, we have this kind of ego or pride. You still feel like, I don't want to say yes, it's shy. I'm shy. But they say, yeah, please. And I joined them. And the reason why I'm sharing with this story, it tells me a few things. Number 1, I learned about compassion. Compassion is a magical word, guys. At that moment, I realized that, wait a minute, I did not feel the love from my parents at that day, but these guys just welcomed me, and I feel that warmth, and that gives me really kind of connection, and I trust them. And the second thing I learned is I became very sensitive to, I can talk to strangers. I can talk to anyone in my life. That you don't have to be your relatives, your parents, whatever. And that helps me all the way throughout my leadership journey. And trust me, I can tell you the whole thing about you hear from Tech Talk or everywhere about Listen More, and many share amazing insight about how to be a great leader. But I really want to bring something that's truly different. You will never hear from somewhere else. And the number 1 thing is compassion. So the second thing I want to share is, is caring. Sharing is what, guys? You always tell your children, sharing is what? Sharing is caring. When it comes to, so we have 3 C's. Caring, when it comes to caring, is really about giving. And giving is not just about money, guys. When you think about giving, it's like, yeah, I'll give you money. You know, it's all about that kind of stuff. But there are 3 ways of giving. And it's number 1 is, so we have time, and energy, and money. Let's talk about time first, right? You guys are here spending this time with me. It's a giving. I'm here spending time with you. It's also a giving. And when you spend time with your team, that's also a giving spirit. You make time for them. And the next generations, as Mandy mentioned, not just next generations, everybody will appreciate you if you spend time with them, because time is part of giving process. And the energy, imagine if I talk here like, hi guys, good to see you. It's a great day, yeah. How do you feel? No energy, right? Because I'm giving my energy. That's also kind of giving. And when it comes to about money as well, in my team, you know, I think 80% of my team, they're Gen Z, and we have only a few millennials as well. And we have this award system, right? Sometimes competition is really healthy. We don't have to always be so like no competition, you know, or compete on yourself only. But sometimes the sportsmanship, right? Why do you even watch a game? Because it's fun. When you have competition, it's fun, right? Just manage the balance. So in our workplace, we give them monthly star, right? Star of the month. And it's really based on their values that they bring, and they're very happy. And once they got the star of the month, they will get paid of a gift or money, something like that. So really be willing to give. And one thing I want to share quickly is giving is a new form of receiving. I had a conversation with my 10-year-old girl. She's very sensitive about her things, you know, material. She doesn't want to give things away. She's very generous, but when it comes to her things, she's very sensitive, right? So I said to her, hey, Sissy, do you think when we give something to a guy who's on the street, we give them money, who gets the most? And she said, of course the guy. I was like, think of more. She said, us? Yeah, I think so. Why? And I explained to her, when you start to give, right, the guy who receives got that moment, that joy for that short period, grateful, thank you. But for the person who has given, that joy is forever. And the whole day you feel great, the whole life you feel great, because I'll be there forever. So I really encourage you guys, think about giving and not just receiving, because giving is a new form of receiving. And the next one, please. When I worked with DB Shankar, I was reporting to director. I was invited to this meeting. I fly all the way to Sydney with all the team. Like I got the photo before it was cut. It's okay. I was one of the only females and female leaders. I shared 6 F's when I went there. And interestingly, they spent a whole day talking about one thing, which is culture. You know, company without vision will perish. Even in Bible it says a person without vision will perish, will die. If you don't have a direction, a vision in your company will not go very far. But if you want to have a vision, there's something in between, which is culture. If you don't have a healthy culture, and let's be honest, what is called company? Company means not just one person. Companies, that means there's so many people. You have to face the fact that you will get more people in the company. And that's why culture is so important. I brought out these 6 F words. Don't think too much, F words. But it was amazing. I saw the director taking notes, and they applied these things to the organization. They got 70,000 people to manage. And these are the 6 F words. I'll just quickly take you through before I finish my talk. So number 1 is family. All these things that I'm doing already, and it worked, guys. So I bring this family feeling to my team that they feel belonging to. And secondly, faith. You need to build up this culture that people trust each other, believe in each other, encourage each other. And also we have friendship. You know, if you go to work, let's be honest, most of the time you're working, and sometimes even longer than you go spend with your family. Right? If you go to work, you want to make friends. You want to have the friendship that's built up, which is why friendship is very important. And fun. You know, you don't want to be boring, just get up and be there. It's another day. Yeah, good morning. Nice to meet you. And finish the day. You don't want that. And that's why purpose is important, Mandy mentioned, which is coming to the next one, future. You need to give them a future. You need to show them, right, your vision. And, you know, I still ask them the question, what do you want to do 5 years? I do still ask that question. I think it's really valuable, guys. And all the interviews, I'll ask the same question. What do you want to do in 5 years? You do the mentorship for them. You spend time with them. And then we also have the financial growth. If they only come here, then thinking in the next 10 years, I'll get paid the same, what do you think? It's not, you won't attract them at all, right? All right. Before I finish my talk, I want to share another story. It's a bit emotional. The music makes me more emotional, guys. So if you haven't read my book, I had a book. It's called The Joyful Leader in You. I talked about this story, my childhood story. My dad, he's always drunk, and he got this violence problem. Oh gosh, he will literally, this another day, we're having this dinner together, and my mom was so tired after work. She had to cook all the dinner for us. I was sitting there. I feel something strange because the storm is coming. Because my dad's home, we're all so nervous. He always hit my mom. And that night, I was very, very different. I feel something's very different. And he came, it's like, he started complaining again when he eat this, the rice and with the bacon and stuff. He said, this is yucky. And he threw the thing and he pushed my mom. And I was like, stop! This is enough. I was shaking, guys. I was only, I think, probably 8 or 9 years old. I was shaking, I was crying, screaming. But that was the courage. I don't know where I got that courage because I want to protect my mom. I saw my dad immediately put down his hand and he's very upset. He went into the room. The reason why I'm sharing this story, guys, is because we're all humans. And as leaders, we make mistakes. As followers, we also make mistakes. And I had a chat this morning with Jerry from the NEX team. He said, oh, his reception. I was like, you must be have nothing to do, right? He said, no, I got a lot of things to do. Everybody lost stuff. They came to me, oh, where's the direction? Where's next agenda? I lost my things. Because we're all humans. We are all humans. If you remember that, you show the compassion, you show the sympathy to people around you. No matter what generations we are, we can all build out this beautiful world together. And that is my dream, my friend. I have a dream that one day, all of us do not need to talk about Gen Z, Gen Y, X, Y, Z, Q, R, S, T. We just talk about we are, we. It's not you or me, it's we. Because we're all humans. And we have a lot of things in common. And we can do this together. And thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Sorry I take a little bit long, but I do want to spend 1 minute to play one game. Can you please all stand with me? 1 minute game, please. I do want to spend 1 minute to play one game. Can you please all stand with me? 1 minute game, please. All right, so find a partner, 1 or 2, or like 3 people or 2 together. Face to each other, please. All right, cool. So keep an eye on each other and check what, just remember how he or she looks like. And when I count to 3, okay? When I count to 3, you turn back, turn back to each other. Don't look at each other when I count to 3. And you need to change 33 things about yourself. I'm joking. When I count to 3, you turn back and change 1 thing about yourself and then turn back so that they will guess what you have changed. All right? I count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Turn back, change. Don't let him know. Don't let the person know what you changed. All right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn back. Look at each other. What's changed? What's different? Okay, cool. Awesome. Literally, okay, one more time, last time, all right? Now turn back again. Turn back again. Don't look at each other. This time, change 1 more thing, but more dramatically, please. Dramatically, please. But don't take off your clothes, please. Don't take your clothes. All right? I can't. Let's 1, 2, 3, go. Change. Don't let him or she change first. Don't look at each other. Change. All right. 3, 2, 1. Turn back. Turn back. What you have changed? Can you tell? Awesome. Thank you so much. Give a round of applause to yourself. Round of applause to yourself. That's great. Well done. Well done. The reason why I'm playing this game, guys, did you realize that changing is not so hard? But when I say change 33 things about yourself, you're like, oh, what? But when I say change one thing at the time, you did not just change it quickly, and you had fun. So be a leader. Do whatever you're doing. Remember, changing isn't scary. It's very easy, but remember, one step at a time. Thank you so much.